Hey, 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 it's Mikate. Thanks for tuning on in. Today, fun time planned. I'm super excited because we have our new banners out, which means character trials, as always. Plus, just kind of seeing. I'm excited to see how Rappa actually plays. Because, in general, some conflicting things about her kit. She's okay. So we'll see. We'll see how her gameplay actually feels, because that could always sway me. You never know. Which should be a little bit interesting. I doubt it, considering who I'm saving for, but it could happen. So without any further ado, let's get to it. And let's get started. We also, it seems like, naturally have all kinds of new things on our travel logs. We've got all our new events, our new simulated universe version, which I will also be trying tonight, hopefully. And then here's our aptitude showcase. We also, it looks like, have a couple of messages. Oh, something exciting. Maybe. Ooh, okay. This feels like an intro to something. Okay. So at some point we'll have to go there and meet up with them. But that can wait because we have character trials to do. And I'm very excited to see her. But as always, as I typically do, we will start with Dan Heng because it's always nice to end with our brand new fun character. So we'll start here and then keep going. Which Dan Heng as Imbiber Lune is one who I would like to own eventually. I feel like he's kind of a cool character to own. I think at this point in time, I really couldn't do anything with him at all. Unfortunately. Which is... Yes, I know, I hit that.
Does not mean coward.
You're really trying to get you to stack that skill. Yeah.
You're in trouble now.
Mostly just because he is so skill hungry that it just becomes problematic.
Heaven's Surge. Rise!
Immortality means forever.
Not each other.
Awaken dormant scales.
And I'm also just kind of comparing his direct damage,
Dragon.
and it's okay. But like if you compare with some of our more recent top tier characters that we've had, in the AoE aspect, he kind of matches Firefly there a little bit, obviously not with the weakness break, but
Seems I've been waiting a while.
yeah, Natasha, I'm discussing. Go away. In terms of like capabilities, Firefly kind of wins, which makes sense. She's a newer character, right? So she's trying to do direct competition. We've got a little bit of scope creep that just kind of happens.
Heaven's Surge.
It is what it is, but
Break.
A thousand wonders. Fight as one.
this is just kind of one of those things where he's a character I'd like to own, but he's not high on my priority list, especially because I don't have any of the supports that would help assist and offset. Like Sparkle would offset a lot of his skill drain issues, and I don't have her. So he feels like someone who requires a lot more investment than would be necessarily ideal.
I sense a storm. Heaven's Surge.
Which, like, this isn't technically bad, but there's not really any viable case where you could actually bring this team into combat in higher level stuff and
Rise.
not get killed. Let's be honest. Pretty much everybody you'd end up actually pairing him with would need at least some skill use. See, we've got all these guys. And we're pretty familiar with these three by now. Nothing new or special. So now we'll just do Rappa. See how she is. Okay. Seal form state with brightness efficiency, break efficiency. It does, I will say, feel kind of like she's acting almost as her own support, which is kind of fun. But again, she's so dependent. Aww. And that is cute. Like she's got cool animations too. Like look at the rainbow coloring on that. That is insane. Here, I want to use her skill. Whoa, alright. That's fun too. Like that's really fun. Okay, we can stop now. And she like leaves paint trails. Honestly, that's really cool. So I think they did definitely put a lot into her visual and her like kit setup in comparison. Probably because, you know, her pull value otherwise isn't necessarily the most amazing thing. But she is. She has certainly got that down. Let's see. What are your idols? I'm just always a little bit curious what they put. Come on. Okay, sure. Cute enough. Nothing particularly exciting. What's your second one? I assume you have a second one. She kind of shifts. Come on. Or maybe not. Huh. Okay. We'll see. If she does the same thing again, then I'll give up on secondary option. But if so, I will be a little bit disappointed. Oh, okay. Okay. That's pretty cool. There we go. That's pretty cool. I would say it's got a little more pizzazz to it. Her talent is definitely kind of the selling point here for sure. And she's another one who's relatively skill happy. The AoE is very nice for her skill. That's going to be helpful. And yeah, especially with her ultimate, she really does feel like she's trying to be her own support, which is great if you've got the perfect enemy weakness for her. But if you don't, then you're kind of just not able to use her, essentially. Which, to be honest, they have been doing imaginary more recently, more often. So, especially for Penacony, she's not a horrible character to have in your back pocket. But again, pull value just generally lower than any weakness break based character who can apply their own weakness.
Dreams do come true. The mood is set. Let the show begin.
Nothing.
Mask shatter.
I like her blades and the fact that, like, even while she's just kind of standing here in the ready state, that they're lighting up and flashing like that. That's pretty cool.
Period colors first.
That's what you got.
Okay. That's decent. I mean, it's not damage heavy, but I wouldn't expect it to be considering her.
Secret technique, dazzling obliteration.
Ooh, I like that. That's fun. Okay, and it looks like she can kind of reduce toughness. Not by as much as you'd get with someone like Firefly, but she can do it, which is quite nice.
State. When the time has not yet come, wait patiently for change.
Okay, Rappa. So that's at least something. It's not as much as you'd get off of Firefly. It's clearly, like, she can take off about a quarter of one of these guys, but Could be worse. And the damage is pretty rough. Oh, but she's got multiple blasts. I see. So she could probably take full resistance out of somebody with the ultimate. Still doesn't really change my opinion, but it is an improvement for sure.
Keep going?
Yeah.
Let's improvise.
Ah, okay.
Dreams do come true.
It's nothing.
The mood is set. Let the show begin.
Lacerate.
Life's like a good, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, so I mean she's very reliant, but she does reduce toughness even without the weakness, it looks like, post ultimate. So you do need to kind of invest in recharge rate for that.
The cosmic ninjutsu inscription states
But the fact that she's got 3 attacks here kind of makes up for it.
It's nothing.
Let's improvise.
cosmic ninjutsu secret technique.
Which clearly is very possible to do because we've just done it here, and then she boosts herself forward again. Okay, I'm changing my opinion here. She actually has a lot of potential when you pair her with the right team. Because she is able to get that break. I mean, you're gonna need someone else to do like insane levels of damage, but
Mask shatter.
there's a lot more potential here than I initially thought. For sure. Because she did do about 66,000, which isn't bad for a break-focused character. Like, it's not the best you're gonna see, but it's not too bad. I still don't think I'm gonna pull for her, but I am curious. Oh, she got negative crit rate. I mean, like, she doesn't, strictly speaking, need crit rate, I guess. No, okay, it's still positive, I think. I think that's just a star, I don't know. That doesn't look negative, but either way, it's crit rate. But yeah, most of your focus for her is definitely going to be break effect, which makes sense. Let's look at her traces. Gain 1 point of charge. Yeah, pretty much everything here looks like it's focused almost entirely on her abilities. Let's see, any of these interesting? Okay, so this is increased super break. Pretty much as expected, but generally beneficial for her, and this for recharge is going to help as well with spamming her ultimate so you can get that break off. She's definitely going to be a very ultimate based character. So you could almost use if you're looking for backup light cones, Surfalls might not be terrible. It's not going to give you any ER, but it would boost her damage for the ult, which is fine. Yeah, I definitely think she has more utility than I initially supposed, considering that she does still do that toughness reduction. It's slower than some other characters might be, but it's still very viable if you can get her ER up, which with her light cone I think would really boost her potential. I think if you're not running her with that, and or you don't have an option that provides ER in some way, you might have a rough go of it. But she is. She has more utility than I would have initially predicted. Okay. Ah. Alright, let's go see what this news could be because they sent me a message about it and now I'm curious. Looks like a whole party happening. Hello, friends.
You're finally here! We've been waiting for so long!
It's only been 5 minutes.
Since everyone's here, let's get down to business. The Astral Express just received an invitation to the Planet of Festivities.
Hang on. Why am I getting a sense of deja vu?
Yeah, about that.
Even the Planet of Festivities can't possibly hold a festival every day.
Don't worry. The Express received a normal invitation this time. It's from Penacony's Paperfold University.
They're what now?
The university plans to hold an academic conference on the topic of trailblazing in the moment of soul. The Astral Express has been invited as guests to the conference.
An academic conference? You mean we'll have to sit in an auditorium and spend several system hours talking about a few hundred slides worth of scholarly discourse?
Don't worry, you can leave such boring events to the grown-ups. I will attend the conference with Welt. As for the three of you, if you're interested, you can enter the university as guest students.
Interesting. Okay. Might learn something. That could be kind of fun.
Well, it happens to be the start of the academic term, and Paperfold University is preparing for its Dreamlight anniversary. These annual festivities serve as both a welcoming gift for new students and a chance to celebrate for those already enrolled.
So we are having a festival then.
Why don't you youngsters join the new students? You could explore the campus, experience student life.
This feels a little bit like a trick. It feels a little bit like being tricked to go to school because we're, feral teenagers roaming about the galaxy. Like, it's fine, but it feels a little bit like that.
Do we have to study?
See, March gets it.
That's great! A young, cute girl full of energy living her best life on campus? That experience is practically made for me.
I hear that Paperfold University is well known throughout the universe as a top art school. I would love to check it out too.
That backtrack. Curbing the enthusiasm. You don't have to do that, Dunhong.
That's a really practical way of looking at it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Sorry to disappoint, but Paperfold University doesn't issue certificates to guest students. However, I believe you'll gain something far more valuable than a certificate.
Looks like everyone can't wait. Let's go ahead with that plan then. I will submit the admission documents to Paperfold University. We'll leave once everyone is ready. Let's all have some fun.
Okay, we're going on a lovely adventure then. But let's see. Slightly more high on the list of priorities. I want to go investigate our new version of Simulated Universe. Because I am very curious what they've done here exactly. Oh no, she's gone missing? That's no good. What do you mean an unknown error? I don't like that. Well, that seems dangerous, doesn't it? An unknown void. See, what I'm really hoping here is that we might just get, at least at some point, if not immediately here, to see real Herta. I'm hoping that that's really the case. Oh, she's gone inside, hasn't she? She's definitely gone inside and gotten lost. Rescue mission! Yeah, let's go! Okay, let's do it. Yeah, let me in. Let's see. Oh, okay. That's an empty chair. I wonder if she'll actually show up there as we unlock stuff. Oh, okay. Interesting. Kafka. I don't love that, but it's okay. Alright, so we are looking for you. Honestly, this is probably going to be the Facial March team, just considering her current weaknesses that they've gifted to her. Paired with Harmony Trailblazer in slot number 3. We'll just run that group. Tends to be a pretty solid team. And then, naturally with Ling Shaw. We'll just have to then go view details, and I just want to make sure that she has Boot Hill's Light Cone back. And her relics are correct for how I wish to run her here. That looks fine. Yep, that'll do. I'm interested to see how this will go and how much they've changed here. The scepter system. Okay. Right, okay, it's her objective. Sure, fine. Let's return to the beginning. Thanks, I guess. Oh, okay. So these are kind of like equations, a little bit maybe. So after an ally target uses an ultimate, restore 50 charge. Okay, so you need an alt heavy team-ish here. Which would definitely push the possibility of Rappa joining, so I can see why that would make sense. And then ice ultimate damage, which is interesting. Huh. Okay. Sure. Sounds like fun. Okay, so it's just gonna randomly deal ice damage then. Okay. There's certainly worse things. Ah, and we can switch as needed, which is quite nice. Yeah, we're not doing that, thank you, though. Okay, so I'm not really sure here whether we'll get recharge back on these or what the deal is. So with that in mind, we're just gonna base attack here. And we'll see.
Someone else take this one?
Okay. Gotcha. Cool. Okay.
The truth burns clear as a flame. Everything in this world is bleeding.
Mirrors our ice damage. Oh, okay. That's pretty good. Really good, actually.
Nice job!
Fangs and claws got dull.
We might not be here for long.
Yeah!
Too slow.
Rude.
I bet your fourth top forever. Triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Ah, okay. Passive components, and then these enhance effects. Okay, sure. What's amplification? Please explain. Highlighted stats and scepters. Okay. Decreasing by 10% after until it... Ew. No, that's not a good idea. Okay. Increases charging efficiency by 20%. So that could actually be helpful. Otherwise, amplification is gonna just increase this and this by something. Let's do that. That feels like a good idea. Okay, and then these will only apply to one and you can only use certain amounts. So it's kind of like a build your own equation sort of scenario. That's actually kind of fun because it increases customization by a lot, which is nice because a lot of times one of the problems with simulated universe in general is that it's so cyclical that after a while you kind of run out of combinations and you're just trying to find that last thing you need. So that will actually be really nice, potentially, to actually have some extra options for
Blossoms and divine.
different setups you can run. Obtain 2 components you are... Okay, sure. We only own 1, but that's fun.
Here you go, Master! Time to show you what Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs! Watch this!
The mood is set just right. Let the show begin!
You're falling apart on your own. The fearless knows not fear.
Okay, so with one more alt, we should be able to get this fully charged, which means we kind of want to hold off
Allow me to purge the
on
roots
her
of the
alt
problem.
until after these
Time
guys
to
are
cleanse the
dead.
filth.
That's better.
If we can, reasonably.
Yeah! Awesome! Now watch this!
Show me what you can do. Never hesitate. Too slow.
Nice.
I
Okay,
bet your fourth
not that these guys are any more aggressive.
Triumphant!
Cha cha cha.
Victory is inevitable!
That's alright. Nice. Okay. Well, now we've got 3 of those. Oh, they become more aggressive. And they can synthesize. How interesting. You can get supplementary stuff. Okay. So these do like extra things on top, it seems like. Okay, thank you. You just explained all that to me. I don't need it again. Okay, after every instance of damage dealt, deals 1 additional of a random type 100% base damage. If the target is afflicted with 4 more debuffs, do it again. Ooh, that could be interesting. DOT, we don't really do that. That doesn't make much sense. But this one... Add fire damage after your ice. That could be very interesting. It's just an extra boost essentially against one enemy. I feel like that makes more sense. I could also see this one being helpful, but we're gonna go here. And then we move that into there. Nice. I'm going to assume, oh, you can take them back out. That's nice. I was just kind of experimenting there. But that's cool. Incubator. Okay, so this will probably be another new one, I would suspect. Yeah, for new components. They don't really show as question marks, but I guess that's fine. It's very different, though. Okay. Okay, so increased by 50% the charge, but you get an additional attack, which could be a lot here. We don't have a bounce scepter currently. It's a charge type, so that doesn't help. But this one, that could be really helpful for here specifically. This could also be beneficial because it's going to do another 200% ice damage. But that increase, considering these aren't necessarily alt-based characters, we're not going every single time. I mean, Facial kind of is, but just purely based on the ER stats I have on all my characters. I think we go here. Oh, that's convenient. There she is, Miss Kafka.
Peach blossoms and divine
Please stay tuned.
incense ascends into
Which, it looks like she does not have ice weakness, so that choice kind of confuses me a little bit, not gonna lie. As far as this, specific case for her. Whoa, alright. Although I guess it might not matter, considering the amount of damage we're doing just right off the bat.
The mood is set just right. Let the show begin.
the truth burns clear as a flame. Everything in this world is bleeding. Time to show you what I can really do. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards, watch this!
Yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter, does it?
I venture forth to hunt.
If we can just spam our ultimates here, that might just straight up win us this fight.
Victory is inevitable!
Which,
Sting. I venture forth to hunt. Forever triumphant!
considering this group is essentially getting an extra free from Fei Shao.
Who will it be?
Huh. Alright then.
Nice job!
This is gonna be the easiest boss fight I've ever had to participate in. That was so fast! Some kind of impurity. What do you mean she forgot? Rude. She can't forget to come back. That's not allowed. Circle of knowledge. Oh. I'm glad you approve, Herta. Or Screwlum, that's Screwlum. I should read name tags. Whenever the knowledge inside my brain reached a certain level, You would encounter some kind of obstacle. Interesting. Okay. I mean, yeah, probably for the best to not overdraw from there. $3,215 further deductions. Well, good for you, sir. I do not want to hear all of them, but maybe one, perhaps. She's not gonna leave, is she? Oh, okay, good. That's something. Honestly, I kind of expected she would just stay in here. But if returning is an option, I suppose that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, I feel like that was kind of cool and definitely like different enough from regular simulated universe that it does kind of throw something a little bit interesting in there. And there's a lot more options for strategy just based on how you're combining all of your different equipment here. Especially, I'm sure, as you start to get to higher levels and have different options. Which sounds like it could get really interesting as it kind of builds and builds and builds. Fabrications? What do you mean? You mean there's something hidden in there? Interesting. I love a good secret. What are they hiding, I wonder? Yeah, that's definitely worth investigating more so. Because if somebody worked that hard to hide something, that must be some juicy information. Oh, there's gonna be a who would that be? What? What do you mean revive? Okay. Oh. So we're just gonna casually copy the memories of dead people then, essentially. That couldn't go wrong at all. I'm sure of it, especially considering the typical usefulness of curios vaguely based on them. Or I suppose we're using it here. Okay. I can get why Ron May might not be the ideal person to include here, considering the cat cakes. Oh, good. A 15% wage of curiosity. Sure, okay. Ah, delightful. Love a good assistant job. Plus, I kind of want to know the secrets, so I'm in. Definitely in. Okay, so we've got all kinds of different options here, which is nice. What is this? Oh, that's just blessings, curios, etc. That's fine. Which I'm sure they've added at least a couple new ones, or at least alternative new ones. Oh. Okay. Increases damage taken by the boss enemy by 5%. Okay, so these are more based on like what you've done beforehand, at least some of them, which I feel like is kind of nice. They're more specific, it feels like. Which a lot of other things are a lot less specific and just general, like the equivalent options to this. Here it's cognitive boundary, before it's like, I don't know. Oh, no way. Okay, so you can choose different options. And then eventually you'll unlock follow-up attack and break. Well, I can't really do DOT, so we're not doing that. Because that's a terrible idea. Let's see our new enemy here. Well, that's a Firefly combat if I ever saw one. With you and our healer at the end. Yeah, I mean, ultimate doesn't really make sense with her, but I guess you could technically go DOT. Technically. I mean, everybody else is gonna spam ultimates, so they'll make up for Firefly probably. We'll just go with that. I'm just really excited for when the break effect one shows up, because that will be very interesting. Ooh, yes, perfect. Repeating 8 times. Display, Cataclysm, when weakness is broken deals extra ice damage. That's a DOT one, we don't want that. This only repeats 3 times. But you could get another time. But it makes more sense to use here, I think. We're gonna try this one, even though technically I think this one is more positive. And since it's based on attack, it will definitely be more helpful for Firefly. Especially since we don't have to base it on ult. And we will attack quite often with her. Which will be very beneficial.
Firefly Type 4, activate! Initiate cleanup. Attack!
Until everything burns to ashes! This is fight to live! I will claim big sets in the seas of blaze!
Yeah, I think that's going to be way more functional for this team than the other option would have. Not that everybody here doesn't have their ultimates, but...
Type 4 in position. Fight to live!
That's decent enough damage too. Alright, so let's see. We've got amplification increase. And then this increases by 80% is removed after 2 attacks. Okay, so that doesn't last as long, with the immediate attack at the start of battle could be very helpful. I think we're going with this one. Ah, okay. So this would be a double stack. So we could kind of try and triple, or let's see, to verify, delay self-immolation. That's gotta be, is that a debuff? Or this one, technically. Because we are technically ultimate base, so this could work too. I like that one. We maybe won't completely stack here, but that's okay. Which it looks like we're automatically doing that, which is quite nice. So, let's do, I think adventure is the way to go. That usually goes pretty well. And perfect, we're gonna switch out here. Since we can. Pop Fei Shao in temporarily.
The creature in the burner is... Let's save some time. All together! All together!
There we go. Every time I want to do it that way, but you gotta use the button apparently.
Don't be nervous.
Okay, so let's see. DOT charge or increased amplification. Let's go charge. That will help. Basics.
Full of supplies. A rare find.
Oh, okay, a bunch of new curios here. Obtain 3 free overwriting counts, and the cosmic fragments required for overwriting reduces by 30%. Okay, see, there's somehow, somewhere, an option to overwrite stuff, it looks like. There's auto battle, that's not very fun, and we don't need that, so I guess we're doing this one. And we hope we find something relevant, I suppose.
Firefly Type 4, activate! Attack!
Until everything burns to ashes! Fight to live!
Take your positions. Let's improvise.
Don't worry, this one's on me.
Okay, so
There's no reasoning with you bunch anymore. Those with a loaded gun, those who dig their own grave. Time's up.
there we go. Now we've got that triple charge on Boot Hill.
This is more than a
Ooh,
battle.
nice.
Sets the seas ablaze!
The mood is set just right. Let the show begin! Dreams do come true.
Well, alright then. That's kind of fun. Okay. Okay. So we could get another one of these and maybe combine. Or alternatively, we just get another better option. Although these are both DOT, so that's not going to help at all. So we'll do this one and hope we can combine helpfully. These are new. Interesting. Okay. We'll go here. There we go. We got synthesis. Perfect. And it looks like you can synthesize like cross method essentially. Which is kind of nice. What are we currently using here? Hello? It's a bit annoying. Alright. So let's do that and just attempt to boost in general. Which if we go this, I think that counts as 3 based on previous assessments. So we should combine? Or maybe not. There we go. Okay, so they do have to be the same level, I guess. To combo like that. Alright, so we've got a couple DOT and then increase. So an inserted into bounce scepters, which this is not. But charge, increase charging efficiency. We can technically do that one. I don't think that really gets us anything, so I'm going to go with this one. Even though it's maybe not the most helpful. Stackable status. Oh. Okay, so we could increase stacks. That actually is way more likely to be helpful here. Yeah. So, goodness, we're just keeping on selecting, huh? Fire ultimate damage increased. Or I go with another one of these, but that's not going to do anything, so I'm going to pick this one. Just for fun. Yeah, so this isn't technically stackable, so that doesn't help. Okay. Well, that's alright. And it looks like
Danger ahead.
that's
Ready
just a
yourself.
reviver, so that doesn't have any options for overwriting. Somehow, somewhere, we must be able to, but I have not yet found how.
Locked and loaded.
Please stay tuned.
Incense ascends.
Firefly Type 4. Activate!
Nice.
The truth burns clear. Everything in this world is bleeding.
And it's definitely, this one, it's not obvious based on the description, but it is clearly based on enemy attacked. Because those 2 attacks from Lingshaw just filled this up halfway.
Detonate!
Like firefly until everything burns to ashes! This is more than a battle.
Which is way better than I was expecting, because we should be able to kind of almost do it constantly. Like once per 4 cycle, which will be nice. Okay. Got a bunch of DOT ones, huh? Stores to charge, attacks when charge reach was 120 versus inflicted with DOT. AoE attack deals fire damage, and then everything else does damage. I'm tempted to go with one of these, even though they won't necessarily do much. Because, I mean, I do technically have to. That's really not helpful for our current team comp. We'd have to throw in somebody who would actually apply DOT more effectively. Essentially. Yeah, I don't really have anyone who can do that, unfortunately. So I think we have to go here, even though I would love to do DOT. Let's see, what are we using here? This has full marks, so it's really just... Are you a charge scepter? You are. Okay, we're gonna go with that. After entering a total of 4 domains, lose a bunch of them. Okay, so we'll just have to enter a store or equivalent in the next 3. Or, you know, just never enter one, I guess. I'm really not sure it exists, so... Oh, quartz coffee sounds fun. Oh. Okay then. With the deliberations of inorganic cells, new geniuses will rise to the call. Uh-huh. Okay. I guess a prophecy's fun. Could be worse, I suppose. Once every 13 minutes? Weird. Alright, well, we're gonna go to the store. And try and spend everything. Oh, so only in store domains it looks like, but there are workplace spots. So I'm gonna talk to Herta and see what she's got, and then we can go over there. Curios for Herta. Cheese. I don't need cheese. Well, for 80, I could use some cheese. Plus a new curio is always nice. Alright, so we can purchase scepters or components. Let's see, what are you? DOT charge, DOT charge, DOT charge. Completely useless to me. Because I just do not have a team for that. But components might be somewhat useful. How do I have 1, but still have the bookmark? That doesn't make a lot of sense. Amplification by 1 60% removed after 2 attacks. Interesting. We'll go with that one because that'll help us. And then, honestly, we might as well just keep buying these. Certainly won't hurt. I don't really have anything else I can do with them. Although we have... no. Oh, you can modify. That's better, actually. That's a way better use of the cosmic fragments. Alright, anything we can buy in the component store, yes? We'll get one of those. Might be helpful someday. Alright, let's do combat. What are you on about? Ah, I see.
Locked and loaded. Firefly Type 4. Activate. Initiate cleanup. Detonate.
Until everything burns to ashes! This is more than a battle. Set the seas ablaze!
Yeah, that stack up's pretty quick when you're hitting
Rhythm
multiple
gets
targets here, like
Dreams
with
do
this
come true.
team for
Stand still.
our option here. Honestly, don't think that's worth doing.
The mood is set. Let the show begin.
I will claim the set the seas ablaze!
Oh! Just insta-dead. That's always fun. Honestly, we're just gonna kind of collect some of these. At this point, I don't really think any of them are specifically... This one will do something for me. That'll synthesize to a level 2, which is helpful. We've got pretty high levels happening here. We'll go with this one, since it's the only one somewhat useful. That'll give us synthesize again. Helpful. Nothing really wins out here. Okay, combat. I think adventure is still the way to go. There's really not one of those that I don't have a character that would succeed in doing that. Although this one is slightly likely to be close. I don't know how Fei Xiao does for that. I'm gonna put her in my second slot just in case, because Firefly is always an okay default as needed.
Your call.
I don't actually know if her enhanced state breaks stuff. I mean, she's faster. But will she? She will. Perfect. What ones are we missing? Ah, down here. Okay. Nice. She can break barrels. How exciting. I always love finding new things out about characters. And that's a very nice new thing to know. Ooh, that will be excellent. None of these are really going to do anything. Effectively speaking. Unless I can get, I guess, a third stack of this. Let's do that. Oh, okay. Interesting. 2 extra skill points when they're not fewer than 4. Skill damage increases by 80%, and when they are, basic attack damage deal. That's a good one to have. It's a very good one to have, actually. Just kind of in your back pocket to generally increase everything. Okay, well now I have no credits, but that's okay.
Ready yourself.
I wasn't going to use them anyway.
Locked and loaded.
Please stay tuned.
Incense ascend.
Firefly Type 4. Activate!
The mood is set. Let the show begin.
How
Target sighted.
rude.
All units on alert. Attack!
Like fire until everything burns to ashes! This is more than a battle. Set the seas ablaze!
I will say, using these are definitely a lot better. These, just generally, the component options that are available are a lot more helpful than tend to appear on occasion in our setup here. Like, they're just generally a lot better in terms of utility. Like, they're actually doing functionally aggressive stuff, as opposed to, like, certain options. If you get certain options in Divergent Universe. But, like, it has to be, it's a lot more specific, whereas this is very broad, generally helpful. Combat or an occurrence. Let's do occurrence this time. Never quite know what'll pop up, but could be fun. Might learn something. Ah, Klapoth. 1 scepter of 2-star rarity? Sure. I'll take that. Sounds like fun, even if it is DOT and doesn't do a whole ton. Ah, okay. Interesting. Fire damage equal to 200%. This is actually helpful. For me. Although I don't really see how... I guess it... How is that technically DOT? Burn state, I guess, is really the only reason. Do combat again. Just try and get as many optional things as we possibly can here. How rude.
Until everything burns to ashes! Set the seas ablaze! Fight to live!
Rhythm get messed up. Dreams do come true. The mood is set. Let the show begin.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Set the seas ablaze!
How fun.
Rhythm get messed up. Let's improvise.
Don't worry, this one's on me. Bring it on. There There's your reward.
Allow me to purge the root of the problem. Time to cleanse the filth. Firefly, fight!
This is just where we get to play the game while any of our other characters actually get to do anything. The answer is kind of. Okay. Go with that one. That's technically DOT related. Might be helpful. Permeate. Okay. Sure. We'll just shove in some random things. See what we get. I don't really know what else I do with them. Oh! Very nice. Interesting. Apparently that's what happens when you succeed. Okay, so this is a DOT one, so it should help there. Probably.
Danger ahead. Ready yourself.
Locked and loaded.
Please stay tuned.
Firefly Type 4. Activate!
Just casually take everybody out all at once. That's fun.
There's no reasoning with you, those with a loaded gun. Those who dig their own grave.
The mood is set just. Let the show begin. Still the same old.
Target sighted. All units on alert. Detonate!
Yeah, this new version definitely feels very wild. Oh? Like, I just did like 3 things there, and then we were good. Which is insane. It kind of feels like, you know, obviously you have to like run through yourself, but it feels almost more automated. Like if you make decent choices, you'll be fine. I'm sure as levels increase, it gets worse and harder to do stuff like that. But like just in general, the base damage we're dealing here is utter insanity if you can manage to charge your attack options. Because honestly, like that same thing, you could do that with any set of characters. Like it's nice to have the extra health from leveled up characters, but if we're being realistic, if you can manage to charge your stuff and survive to the point where you get to the later boss levels and you have 1 or 2 of your upgraded options, you could kind of just bring anybody as long as they can do the effect to cause those to go off. Which is kind of fun. Means you can play whoever you want, if you really want to. Okay. Knowledge singularity. What, like an ultimate knowledge point that you can never pass? Right, okay. Sure. I sure do. Okay. Starting point. Okay. Huh. So we're kind of getting like little bits and pieces of what almost feels like a cohesive story altogether. Like it's building. We're just kind of generally building our knowledge. Feels like. All kinds of new stuff here. That looks like fun. Speed of speed scepters, nice. Increased initial charge, that's also really nice. Honestly, generally some pretty helpful things. Ooh, and we've got good rewards stacked up too. With 100 every 3 or so levels. That's pretty nice. Clearly kind of slowly working our way through. Very fun. Oh, that's fine. Can do that. Alright, I think we've got time for about one more option. Because I am curious as we continue to dive what we will find. Plus we should have, potentially... What are you? Oh, okay. Fun. Alright, so this has... Ah, this is follow-up attack based. Love that. So much. Oh, fighting Sam. I don't like fighting Sam. That's okay though. We'll just bring our super fun follow-up team. It'll be great. I'm sure of it. Oh, okay, so there's speed options too. I was wondering when we were going to find one of those. I don't want this one, but one of these two might be good. Follow-up attack restores 20 charge. Okay, so with these guys, we're going to get at least 3 plus slingshot, so about 4 follow-up attacks every time. So that would charge every other turn, which is pretty good. 100 speed is going to go, honestly, probably about the same if we're being realistic. But this, so this is going to do wind follow-up, 300%, and a 50% chance to crit. This one is doing less damage, 30% to crit, repeating 8 times. This just... And then after every 4 attacks, we'll initially do 1 for 2 turns. Okay, so they've got their pluses and minuses. I think I want to go with this one purely because the 8 times. Well, actually, over here. This is wind. Although we won't have anybody with wind weakness. We're going to be fighting someone with imaginary weakness. So we're going to go here. If only because it matches slightly better with Sam in the end.
You'll make good practice. Nice job!
Show me what you can do. I'll give you 5 to fearless knows not fear. Too slow.
Stay in step. Let's improvise.
And it's moving. I mean, it's the last of my team to go, but that makes sense.
Ready to shine. Yeah!
It
Fangs
would
and claws
be.
got dull. Never hesitate. I won't do. venture forth to hunt. Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Awesome! I could take 10 of you! Ha, yeah! Time to show you what I can. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs! Watch this!
The mood is set just right.
Okay, and it doesn't look like this is affected by any
Let the
character
show
boosting
begin.
actions, which is interesting.
Ready to shine!
I didn't necessarily expect it to be, but I am curious. It's always good to know stuff like that, just so you kind of know in the future what you might be getting into.
Ha, sa, shing!
Okay, so increase speed by 25. That is gonna be helpful, considering we're specifically speed based. You are gonna apply to that. What are our base attacks? General increased follow-up damage, and then also the base. That's probably the way to go here. Sensor Scepter will actually be helpful there. Okay, so either one of these could slot in. Generate Boundary Condense. If we deal follow-up attack damage, additionally deals 1 instance. Or, based on the follow-up attack damage taken by the target, deal that to everybody. We're gonna do this one.
Peach blossoms and divine incense ascends, entwined with ethereal.
Establishing threats.
Nice job! Time to show you what I. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs! Watch this!
You're falling apart on your own. Never hesitate!
Yeah!
I won't do. I venture forth to hunt. Forever triumphant!
This is gonna be so excessive.
Victory is inevitable!
Yep.
Awesome. Now watch this!
Stay in step. Dreams do come true.
I
Nice.
could take 10 of you!
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the greatest problem with this one, it's going pretty often now, which is good. We should be at 125 speed, so relatively in sync with
Show
everybody
me
on
what
this
you can do. I'll
team.
give you the fearless knows not fear.
Yeah!
And the damage is
Ready to shine.
solid.
Time to show you what I can real. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs! Watch this! The truth burns clear. Everything in this world is bleeding.
I mean, let's be honest. That was basically just a free gift right there, with all those lovely fire weakness characters all next to each other.
The mood is set just right. Let the show begin.
You're falling apart on your own. Never hesitate! I won't do.
Yeah!
I venture forth to hunt.
This won't be excessive at all either.
Triumphant!
I'm sure of it.
Victory is inevitable!
Oh, I get it! Ha, sa, shing!
Okay, we're just gonna probably stack follow-up options here as much as possible. That's not really gonna help for anything. That's moderately useful. Okay, here, I think if we can get multiple of these and then stack them, that will be very helpful.
blossoms and divine
What was that?
Let's see.
A new crucible.
ready to shine. Nice job! Time to show you what Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this!
The fearless knows not fear. That won't do. Too slow.
Let's improvise.
Awesome! Now watch this!
I venture forth to hunt. Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Goodness. Alright then. Buffs or debuffs. Are we even doing that? I mean, kind of. Ooh, there we go. That's what we're looking for. Increase speed by 50. It's now not exactly the fastest, but certainly close, I think. Which is nice. Go here. Just randomly acquire as much follow-up attack stack up as we can.
Peach blossoms and divine sword.
Please stay tuned. Huh. We need a strategy.
Incense ascends.
Let's save some
Someone else take this one. Nice job!
time. The mood is set. Just let the show begin.
Time to show you what Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this!
Never hesitate!
Yeah, I'm hoping what we can get from this one is another follow-up attack-based one that isn't speed-based. Because, like, this is fine, clearly, especially now that we sped it up. But if we add another one that's speed-based, it could get rough.
Rhythm get messed up. Dreams do come true.
Nice.
Allow me to purge the room. Time to cleanse the filth.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, you could really take literally anybody here. Ah, perfect. It's ultimate based, which is like mildly annoying, but not really that annoying. 600% base damage? Nice. We are taking that and running. Okay, so follow-up attacks. Based on the damage taken by the target that took the highest amount of damage. Do 30% of that to all enemies. Okay, so you... This already deals to all, so it would just do basically another stack up of that. And this one... Additionally deal equal to 200% base damage or post-attack for 2 cycles. Yeah, we're taking that. That's nice. Well, I don't really have anything else that I particularly need, so we'll take that one since it's new. We're just here to hang out. Oh, boo. Okay. Oh, this one's the second level, so it's by 200. But this one, we can probably improve Oh. Okay, that's not worth doing. This is interesting. Okay, so we can just kind of take things these are ones we're using though, so that's not very helpful. And we can overwrite, which is interesting. So like, for example, this one, which I'm not really using currently. At least I assume that's what that means. Although I don't know why we're not using this one. We'll just have to add that. That's silly to not be, honestly. Huh. Okay. Curious. Honestly, I'm just gonna keep overwriting this. Unless we get something. What do you mean? Okay, yeah, sure, that's fine. We'll just end with that, I guess. I don't know. Ooh, something new. How exciting. And what is happening over here? Nothing, just a random video camera of some tables? Not sure how I feel about that one. Oof. Well, that could be fun. Or terrible. We're just gonna lose 50%. Ah, see, that was successful enough. Might as well go here. Nothing here's new, so we'll go follow-up attack. Okay. That's kind of nice. I mean, it won't do anything completely insane for me, but it's kind of fun. Delightful.
Let's save some
This is essentially just perfectly built for her, which is nice. Did we miss something? Oh, we did. Oh no. Where else are ones I missed? I missed one. Oh, they're over there. Whoops. That's a bit sad. Oh well.
Peerless.
Could be worse, I suppose. Yeah, that's a really nice curio, honestly. That's insane. Wow. Alright. Cool. Here we go.
Incense ascend.
Please stay tuned.
Peach blossoms and
Anything else of interest around here hiding? Looks like no. You never know. It's always worth a quick double check. I feel like sometimes, every once in a while, they might just hide something for fun. You never know.
Still the same old.
Someone else take this one? Nice job! Now that was time to show you what I can really do. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs, watch this!
That won't do.
Nice.
The fearless knows not fear. Too slow. I venture forth to forever triumphant. Check. Victory is inevitable.
Awesome! Ready to shine. Now watch this!
Rhythm get messed up. Let's improvise.
Allow me to purge the roots
The
of
mood
the
is set.
problem.
Let the show begin.
Yeah, the follow-up stack up. Ooh, yeah, that's where it really comes through, is from those ultimates when we get that aggressive follow-up. This is pretty good too. Of course. Oh, that'll be fun. We'll get a dual synthesization. Which should be good. Yeah, we'll have basically stack the gold options. Nice. Okay. Go there.
Fearless.
Okay, so we're just curio attempting. I think I recognize pretty much all of these at this point. Nothing too crazy. I don't think that's helpful here. Is it? Okay. That's kind of helpful, technically, I guess, assuming you have spare random stuff that you can do that with. Now that is very helpful. Huh. Alright. Cool. Oh. Sorry, Ronmei. Didn't mean to ambush you, but like, thanks. The perfect masterpiece, huh? Interesting. Alright then. Obtain 10 components in possession and 10 random curios. We're gonna try it. Some of them might be negative. Guess we'll see. We have a lot of synthesis happening here. Those are always helpful. Ooh, and some bonus rewards. Nice. Charge versus bounce. Do we even have a bounce? We do. We technically have 2. Okay. Let's go with that. Speed boost, absolutely. We'll take that. That'll be super helpful. It's going to be the fastest member of the team. And then up here. Go there. We're just getting all kinds of bonus rewards. That'll stack to potentially our synthesis. This one will go there. And get more bonus rewards, apparently. We'll just go in infinite circles. That'll be fun. Like, I'm not kidding. We'll literally go in infinite circles here, I think. I mean, eventually it'll have to stop, right? Right? This one, I'm just grabbing ones I don't have. Anything particularly negative? No, those are all nice. Huh, cool. And a new scepter. How insane. Well, we gotta go here. Because, you know, well, let's see, we've got lightning damage versus fire. We'll go here. Sounds like fun. And another one. Can you even do that? That feels like you can't do that, but sure, I guess. When inflicted with DOT, recharge to charge. We can't functionally manage that. After attack. That might work, but I don't really want to replace anything. I like what I have, thank you. It was kind of insane, though.
Peach blossoms and divine
Incense ascends, entwined with ethereal clouds.
Oh! How convenient. Except not really. I didn't really want that. Because now Lingshot's going to be really slow. That's okay. We can, No, they kind of have to stay how they are. Oh well. It'll be fine. I don't functionally think it matters all that much at this point in time, considering.
Spicy, stimulating.
Please stay tuned.
Something ominous has arrived.
It sure has.
Peach blossoms and divine.
I think this is the way to go here. So we're gonna boost this one. 800. Absolutely. And we'll boost this one too while we're at it. I don't really feel the need to override anything else.
This one looks dangerous. Leave it to me.
After a certain point with this, and I feel like that's kind of the point, to be honest, it just like feels a little bit like we're just essentially just like entering auto battle here. Like I just have to do one thing and then we're good. That's it. That's all we're doing. Like it really just kind of does give that feeling. Okay, so if we take, I think we want to take this one and replace our middle one currently with that. Because I actually quite like this one. Otherwise we do the 50% chance to crit one and then replace here, but we already upgraded this one, so I think we go here. Or I guess we just double stack the bounce operation. Because it does go 16 times as opposed to this one's twice. So it is ultimately going to do a lot more damage even if we exclude the crit. I mean, it's a more direct replacement for this middle one right here. Yeah, I think we just do that. Perfect. Okay. And as far as this goes, there's not really much of a choice here. It's just whatever makes sense. Bump up to 300. We'll go with Green Fingers. That sounds like fun. Huh. Interesting. Okay.
Peach blossoms and
Incense ascends, entwined with ethereal clouds.
Oh! Okay then. Maybe I should stop breaking stuff. Keeps randomly changing my curios around. Really is just auto battle, isn't it? Oh, we are almost dead. That's not good.
Is bleeding.
Don't like that. At all. It's a bit unfortunate. How strange. keeping on with these guys. Still think we want to upgrade. I don't really feel the need to do any of this. Okay, that's nice. And we can't afford any of that, so combat it is.
Incense ascends.
Peach blossoms and divine sword descend. Sa-
Love a good bonus reward. These are definitely helping eat through these curios. Let's do an occurrence. Maybe we'll get something new. Or not. No, that's cool
Peach
too.
blossoms and
Incense ascends, entwined with ethereal clouds.
If you say so, dear. One random of 1 star. We're not even using 1 stars anymore, so that's fine. Worth it.
Please stay tuned.
Alright, we're going into the final boss. There's not really anything useful there I can do. Here we go.
Let's see.
Just casually. It's definitely not doing a full health bar just yet, although, well, I might have to take that back. It's certainly close.
time to show you what I can really do.
And I suspect we'll get another one here in just a moment.
The mood is set just right. Let the show begin.
The truth
I
burns
just wanna
clear
get you
everything
charges.
in this world is bleeding.
The ignition.
Utter
I
insanity.
venture forth to hunt. Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
I could take 10 of you. Nice job.
Fangs and claws got dull. The fearless knows not fear. That won't do.
Yeah.
Too slow.
Oh, I get it. Now watch this.
Yeah, look at that damage! That's insane!
Dreams do come true.
Yeah, it's definitely mostly coming from these scepter options, which, as anticipated, considering, but
I venture forth to hunt.
does feel slightly unfortunate
Triumphant!
that your character choice matters a lot less, other than for survivability.
Ugh. May the foul stench dissipate quickly. Time to cleanse the filth.
Show me what you can do. I'll give you 5 seconds. Never hesitate!
Like, they'd get there eventually, but with that amount of health, it really is just all this.
I could take 10 of you.
No, that's not gonna do anything.
Time to show you Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this.
Failed.
Utter insanity. I mean, it's kind of fun just to watch, to be honest. Like, it pleases me from that perspective, but at a certain point, I also feel like it has kind of almost the opposite problem, where it's become a bit too easy in comparison. Especially if you've got characters that match what you're going for. Uh-huh. That sounds like fun. 1/10,000th computational power. Okay. Cool, I guess. If a bit strange. Got all kinds of new components and things. Alrighty, well, that's about probably where I'll end off for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it. It was kind of fun trialing Rappa, seeing how she is. And of course, trying the new version and mode of Simulated Universe, which I think was definitely the highlight considering how everything else was. Rappa's okay. Like I said, better than anticipated, at least on my end, but probably still not one I'll be pulling personally. But either way, as I said last time, just a reminder, my next stream will be next week, Monday, because I will be traveling through the rest of this week, so I won't be able to stream. I will not have that ability. So I will see you next Monday. Plan on that. The only potential other option would be if I got back early on Sunday, but I highly doubt it. So next Monday will be my next stream, 6 p.m. EDT as usual, and I hope to catch you then. Either way, have an awesome afternoon, morning, or evening, whichever one it is for you. Have a good one.